Hi, everyone. Welcome to one of our OTC interviews. My name's Hannah Canady.
And I'm Alissa Cuffy.
And today we're going to be discussing the recent intern day where they took the Lean Level 1 course and got to have some great team bonding after. I'm so excited to be talking to you today. Just for the beginning, let's start with tell me a bit about yourself, a bit of your background, where you come from, maybe even what you studied in college, anything you'd like to share.
Yeah, so I currently go to The Ohio State University and I'm studying industrial and systems engineering. And a little bit of background about myself. So last summer, I actually interned with the Coca-Cola company and worked as a supply chain intern, doing a lot of standard work instructions. So this lean training actually has a lot of what I did last year.
Oh, that's really cool. What is your position here at OTC?
Yeah, so I'm on the operations team and I'm working in operations specialist intern, and I'm currently contributing to the Source Force initiative. It's basically reviewing vendors to help improve our supply chain.
Oh, awesome. And do you enjoy it so far?
Yeah, I've been learning a lot.
And how about your experience working for OTC in general, like the company itself, your team, the company culture? How has that been?
Yeah, I think it's been great. I really enjoy working with my team. And I really like how so far a lot of people have been opening to having conversations with me about professional development and also answering any questions I have for them about their roles and what they contribute to OTC.
That's awesome. Is this kind of pretty on par for what you've had in internships prior to this?
I think this internship, I am definitely learning a lot more. Previous internship has been completely virtual and it was during the pandemic. So I don't think it was as interactive as this one. And they didn't have a lot of events for interns, but I really do like how they offered a lean training course because I really understand the importance of why lean is very important and the kind of changes it can spearhead in organizations.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, we love applying it to every facet of our business. So it's nice when people are able to take it and truly learn, and it changes the way that they approach their day-to-day lives. So when you took the course, what was your experience?
Yeah, I thought it was great. I was really interested in the class because a lot of the topics I'd actually learned in a previous course at OSU. So I was actually really excited to see something I'm learning directly from class translate to real life situations and how, especially Pareto analysis too. It
Yeah.
was really cool seeing that actually being applied and it's actually used here a lot. It's actually one of the pillars of OTC and how you guys do business. So I thought that was really cool, how I learned that previously and seeing how it's used. I think it was easy to follow. I really enjoyed the interactive activities, making paper airplanes, making standard work instructions. It just helped people learn in general and it makes the
Yeah.
class more interesting. I think the flow of the class did go well. And I think that each topic kind of just builds on the previous one. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. What would you say your biggest eye opener from taking that course was? Because, you talked about how you've learned a lot of this previously in your other internship and in school, but was there something new that you were taught and you were like, I like that?
Yeah, so in my previous classes, I was learning about root cause analysis and how to come up with the root cause of problems and creative ways in problem solving. But I really wasn't introduced to change management or how to maintain these changes after they've been implemented. And I think the course had a heavy emphasis on how change has to be spearheaded by leadership and how leading by example is crucial to maintain these changes and to help motivate other employees for these changes because change can be very difficult and scary.
So true. With that big eye opener, and I guess anything else you learned within the course, have you been able to apply that into your internship since taking it? Or do you see yourself being able to, adopt new execution tactics now that you have these new tools under your belt?
Yeah, I think I've definitely thought about the own processes I use in my own day to day tasks. A lot of my responsibilities include categorizing. So I would say before this class, I really didn't think too much about the way I was doing things. But now it actually challenges me to be more creative and sort of think about how I could be more efficient and how to use my time more effectively. Like I said, a lot of my job includes categorizing. So a way I have sort of became more efficient in this is sort of grouping similar products that might be labeled as like the same thing or are used under the same category. I help group those together to reduce the time it takes for me because they're usually under the same category
Yeah.
instead of having to look them up individually.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's all about efficiency. Would you encourage this training to other OTC employees or just people in general?
Yeah, I would say yes, because lean is really important. And I think it's a great mindset and tool that can be used to help solve problems, especially like something like the fishbone diagrams, thinking about the root cause in different ways, like whether it come from the man, the method, Mother Nature, the environment, or the
Yeah,
materials that are being used. I think it just helps people think more creatively about where problems are coming from, and it challenges them to think more than what they're already assuming.
I agree. So lean focuses a lot on waste. Do you feel like after taking that class, you have a different viewpoint on being able to spot it out in the organization and how to approach it?
Yeah, before I really didn't think about process waste. I always thought about like tangible waste and things that have like environmental impacts, but I never really thought about, I guess, the downtime it takes doing maybe like virtual tasks like
Yeah.
Excel worksheets or something like that. So yeah, I applied it to my categorizing project when I was grouping items based on similarities instead of looking at them as individuals.
Do you think that the OTC Lean Academy is truly a valid investment for our employees? And if you were to change it, how would you?
Yeah, I think it is valuable to employees. I think it'll help spearhead changes in processes, and it gives them the tools to create a better system. Not only one that's more efficient, but one that prevents issues all around. And I think that a change I would make is maybe talk about why lean is really important. Like I understand people make careers out of lean, but I think if people actually seen the value that lean has, they would be more attentive. And
Yeah.
I think this is good because not only does it open conversations about change and it makes
Mhm.
people, challenge their current processes, but I think it makes it, especially like with the change management and like the maintenance done, like with the MDI boards, with the Kaizens, a collaborative effort is definitely needed to make change. So I
Mhm.
think it makes change more possible than just like one person learning this, but learning this as a
Yeah.
team, learning this as a group, and really using the tools together will create a lot of great ideas.
Yeah. It's so funny that you say we should be talking more about why it's important because that's actually why we're doing these types of interviews is I want to hear about people's experiences in the training and how it's affected, their operations within their teams and even in their daily lives. And so it's always so nice to hear how passionate people are after they take the course. And I think you definitely fit into that category of just really enjoying what you learned and finding it applicable into what you do.
Yeah, I've definitely learned a lot and I'm excited to grow and continue to learn more.
Yeah, well, we're so excited that you're a part of the OTC team, and that you were able to take this lean training. Not many, especially interns, get to experience something like that. So I'm glad that you got things out of it, and that you're excited to share it with the rest of the world. It seems like. But yeah, thanks so much for your time today. I really appreciate you hopping on here for a quick little interview, and I can't wait to talk to you after you complete lean level 2.
Great. Yeah, it was a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you so much.